Well,
It's close, but it seems you
very close indeed. We need to get back to Nimue.
Piece of cake.
Oh, of course, it's a piece of
Go to your
cake,
head,
Sonic.
fool. What's wrong?
Oh? Wait, how was Caliburn moving? Oh, never mind. It's a video
Hey,
game,
what's
don't
the
question
matter?
logic.
Are you lost or something?
No, a bit more serious than that.
Dragon attacked my village.
Oh dear.
A dragon?
It took my mommy.
Mummy, you
my
are in
daddy,
England,
and
foolish
everybody
girl.
away.
Mummy, mum. That's how we Brits say mother.
Know where the dragon
Mum.
is, kid?
We don't use
It's in the
mom,
big
that's
cave
American.
At the bottom of that mountain.
Ugh.
All right.
God, Lisa
I'm on
Ortiz. Jeez.
Wait, don't tell me you're going off to slay a dragon now.
Yes.
You really
we
need to get
are.
your act together, woman.
What of the ladies' tests?
Oh well.
You will never make it in
We just
time.
got to be a knight, you know?
Maybe, but
I think
play by
Sonic's
my
figured
own
it out
rules.
too.
Remember that.
Of course.
You fool.
Anyway,
Hang in there, kiddo. I'll get your folks back.
what do you expect? We'll get it done in a jiffy. After all, Sonic's the world's fastest hedgehog. Not that he'll let us forget that. And now we get Titanic Lane, which is quite awesome level. Because it's so sunny. So far we've had sort of rather grey levels.
That's one big job. I better get
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Whereas now we've got sun. So this is sometimes what the Great British weather's like. But most of the time I wouldn't hold my breath for it to be like this.
This must be it.
But yes, I mean, all those individual blades of grass are being rendered and stuff. So, yeah. That Knight's got quite a lot of graphical ability.
Isn't this a nice view?
It's great.
Anyway,
Big weapon.
I dislike these enemies.
Might try to grab you too.
They're only sort of nice and easy to defeat when you've got Soul Surge. Otherwise you can't jump past them. And they're just a brute of a thing that just breaks up the speed and stuff, which is annoying.
You can maneuver left and right while sliding.
Also, this is quite cool, just sliding down.
You know what?
Oh, for Pete's sake!
Try it and see.
Get off me, you lighter. Jeez.
Places. Gotta give it credit.
Yes, yeah, I've got to give it credit.
Don't fall into its trap.
Oh, that was just a coin. I thought that was something important there for a moment. Oh well. Let's give this person coins. I felt rings. They're rings, not coins. Rings. I just felt like it, you know. Bit of chivalry. Get off me, you blighter! Jesus. Wee, that was fun. Yeah, basically attack the blocks and you'll just get through.
We have nearly reached our goal.
Not a moment too soon.
Of course. We need to get to this place fast, otherwise we're going to fail the lady's tests.
Is someone there?
I don't know, I can't see the top of the place yet. Although I'd assume there would be someone there, yes. Yeah.
No problem.
And I was doing so well getting good things up until this point, and then two. Ugh. Now, the next boss is fun. Well, who the next boss is fun. The next none of the bosses are particularly amazing, but Sir Gawain's hilarious, especially because he's voiced by Dan Green.
I don't suppose you're gonna let me by.
And this is Knuckles' theme. But I can't remember for the life of me what it's
just
called.
like this knucklehead I know.
Yeah, well.
Ho! You dare mock Sir Gawain, Knight of the Round Table? An
Now,
act most unwise, my
Gawain
friend.
is
Wait. I'm not trying to
meant
pick
to
a
be
fight
King
with you.
Arthur's
I was heading to a cave
nephew.
to save some people from a dragon.
And
Ah,
Gawain
you
has a special
cannot fool
power
me with
where
your
he can
lies.
fight
No doubt you're after the dragon's
quite a while,
treasure.
and then as soon as midday hits,
Oh man.
he gets a sudden
Sounds
surge
just
of
like
strength
the knucklehead
and
You have
can-
defied King Arthur. This place shall be your
just has
grave.
superhuman strength. But it only lasts for, I think it's an hour. Obviously, Sir Gawain in Black Knight doesn't get that sort of power. That would just make him overpowered. But that's generally the story behind Gawain. Now, if I recall correctly, Gawain dies from a head wound caused during a duel with Lancelot after Lancelot murders Gawain's brothers. So, yeah, Gawain gets pretty pissed and just goes absolutely insane. And then gets himself killed, basically. Not a very pleasant ending for the bloke, but I think Gawain's about 80 odd when he dies. So yeah, he's a badass fighter when he's 80, it's ridiculous.
To lose to a mere apprentice. I have been disgraced.
Now, this is a
Only
very
death can remove this
interesting
stain
thing
upon my honor.
in this game. The fact that Knuckles wants,
Give
well,
me a
Sir Gawain
break.
wants to kill himself.
What's up with all this drama?
Now,
Silence!
one thing
Silence,
that's
I say!
happened with the Knights of old,
A knight who fails
was-
their king
yes.
is unfit to live.
a knight would rather die than
Isn't there
have
more to
his
being a knight
honour
than just serving a king?
wrecked.
I'm out of here. People to save, you know.
But obviously Sonic don't play that way. You see, Sonic, you are a true gentleman. Anyway. Yes. Now, this is where we're going to learn about the perfect hit. Obviously, I already explained it during the Soul Surge mission, but it's always nice to reiterate things, you know? So when the sword goes during Soul Surge, that's when you can get your perfect hit. And if you can get the timing down, it's just brilliant. And here I just got lazy. Oi! Get off. Now, perfect hits is something that you're going to want to get sorted for the final boss. Because the final boss is so much easier if you can get multiple perfect hits on them.
No problem.
Multiple perfect hits on the final boss makes it so easy. So, where are we off to next? I think it's the Dragon's Lair. Crystal Cave, there we go. Now, unfortunately, we don't get to battle a dragon in this place, but we might get to beat up a dragon later on. So, it's all good.
Was that kid talking about the area up ahead?
Yes, most likely.
Yes, indeed. And it appears the dragon is owned by students.
Now, one of the things that I've noticed about Black Knight is that characters often can't finish what they're saying because you're moving too quickly. So, in a lot of cases, they start a sentence only to never finish it.
That's the last thing in the world I'd want to touch.
Ugh, green goo. Never pleasant.
No
No!
excuse for having fallen in the first place.
Oh, shut up, Caliburn. Now there's a point later on where we will get to play as other characters, and actually I think I'll just leave that explanation for when we get there. But Sonic is the best character to play with. There's no doubt about that. Still, let's just get through the game now. In all of its awesomeness. Now, I love climbing up walls, it just feels awesome. And, oh my god, bats! I hate bats in video games, they're so annoying. Also, when you get perfect hits, your soul gauge will sometimes refill. Well, actually, it refills when you get perfect hits, multiple times in a row. It makes you able to keep onto that soul gauge much more effectively. So yes, There's also a really good thing of speed in this game. I think a lot of people were annoyed by, well, a lot of critics were annoyed by the fact that the sword play slows down the action in places. But I think if it didn't do that, then the game would be over far more quickly than it already is. I think also Black Knight was one of the 2 Sonic games that got absolutely slated by IGN and caused basically the biggest insult to IGN they've ever had, because it was those 2 reviews that really brought about the you can't spell IGN ignorant without IGN, because they gave Black Knight and Unleashed really low scores, even though it's quite clear that they gave it lower than Sonic 06, the unfinished game that practically everyone hates. They gave it lower score than that for no reason, and these games are Unleashed and Black Knight are far superior. It's just sort of because it's slightly different. They didn't like it, apparently. So, yeah, that's just the way these things happen. IGN seems to have gotten a bit better. They didn't absolutely critically slate colours, so I guess it's all good in the end. So now we get to rescue all the townspeople. There's 5 townspeople, and the way we save them is aiming light at purple gem things using a sword. Bit of a bizarre way to save people. There we go. Now this is a pain to control, but that's the way these things happen. Oi! Stupid falling stalactites.
The ground looks like it might give way any second.
Anyway, there's multiple different pathways and all sorts. So yes. Huh. Probably should have edited that out, because I was doing so well up until this point with editing. Oh well, I'll leave that in there. Basically what you're supposed to do is shape the nunchuck, not the Wii remote. That's why I screwed that up. Because sort of I could not remember for the life of me how I did that. How you beat those things up. But it's using the nunchuck. They don't make that, well they do make it obvious because they're giving you the normal thing, but it doesn't stay for long enough for you to remember. Which is really annoying, but yeah, I guess that's just the way the performance is, really. I love doing that. It just feels so awesome to just fly through enemies like that. Oi! Good grief, stop it! I'm trying to shoot the purple gem thingy with my beam of light. There we go, excellent. Now there's one thing that a lot of people probably won't know. There's this guy who took screenshots from loads of different Wii games, GameCube games, even N64 games, and put them in 3D, and put it into the same file type as what the 3DS deals with. And one of the games on it was Sonic and the Black Knight. Oh my god, this game looks gorgeous in 3D. I mean, I think a lot of the textures get sort of blurred out when you record it. I mean, it could just be because I'm using the crappy dazzle, but a lot of sort of everything gets faded and blurred a bit. Whereas in this 3DS screenshot, I was surprised at how gorgeous the game looks. It just looked really amazing. And it also looked fantastic in 3D. So
It appears they have prepared a little welcome.
that just makes things awesome. Sonic and the Black Knight looks spectacular in 3D. You wouldn't think it, but it does. I can't remember. There were a couple of other games that looked absolutely stunning, but Black Knight was one of them, and that was the one that stood out the most for me, I think. Probably because obviously I've played Black Knight, and some of the others I hadn't. But yes. Bats, get away from me. Jeez. There's one thing about this level that I don't like, and that's sort of the proximity to civilians, because sometimes you can't dodge the civilians, which is a pain.
Stays you jump. Of course.
But oh well. Looks like we've only got to kill 5 more enemies. 2 more enemies. Okay, I think we're pretty much done here. But let's see how many more we can kill. A lot, by the looks of things. I don't know why I did it, I just felt like it. There we go. That's all the enemies cleared off. Brilliant. That was only 3 stars. God, you suck. Okay. I think we're all done here. Oh, I don't care, Caliburn.
Remind me.
Ah, there's the little kid.
You've been
Cough,
waiting
cough,
here the
Lisa
whole
Rosses.
time? Sorry about that. Good news.
Cough, cough.
Everyone's safe.
Thank you. And sorry
Come on, hurry
about
up.
tricking you.
Huh?
Sonic just
You have
sounds
shown
so...
courage, strength,
What?
and compassion.
But yes, that was the Ladies the Lightning Way all along.
I shall show you how to blunt the power of Excalibur.
Yay!
'Cause you're a true knight.
Yes! I see. So I have to defeat the Knights of the Round Table
Mm-hmm.
and collect the sacred swords?
Yes,
Oh,
the
okay.
3 sacred swords, combined with your Caliburn, should dispel the power of immortality that protects him.
Oh,
Sounds
awesome.
like a walk in the park.
We'll see about that.
Hey, come on! Isn't it about time you gave me a little credit?
Yeah,
The remaining knight, Percival, is the Knight of the Grail.
this is true.
She's as strong as she is noble. One mistake could be your last.
But it should be Dame Percival because Blaze the Cat
Don't
is
worry.
female.
I've got one of
Not
the great
male.
sacred swords.
Oh well.
Of course. It's about time you figured that out.
I'm gonna make this look easy. She won't know what hit her.
Sonic
I've
beating up
gotten
a woman?
pretty used to you,
Sounds
too.
wrong.
That is exactly what I told you not to do.
No. Just look at the eyes.
Well,
Those eyes.
brave
Haha,
knight.
that was hilarious.
Chosen one of Caliburn.
So let's go beat up Percival. Yay!